Ain't got your money. Ain't got no car, got no money. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are here in the building. It is bright and early on a Monday. We haven't seen you guys since good old Friday. I was about to say we haven't seen you since Thursday, but just because the children had off didn't mean that we had it off as well. And today is a big day because it's Miss Tony's birthday. Cha cha cha, ha cha cha, ha cha cha, ha cha cha, ha cha 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 cha. Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
everyone.
morning, Miss
Good morning.
Tony, especially to you. How you feeling? Tell us everything.
I am good. Thank you for having me here. I am feeling
Okay,
I get the birthday blues hard.
Why? Tell me why.
I don't know what happens. It's just a realization. You wake up with an enlightening on your birthday or around your birthday. And
What do you
just
feel like you want to do or should be doing or could have been doing?
I should be on an island somewhere with the sun beaming down on me with a drink in a pineapple and or coconut.
Ooh.
With
I was
sunglasses
watching
on.
I was watching a video of someone's video of Uber Soca Cruise, and in both videos they had songs playing that I was like, I'm just happy to be home in my cold bed.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to see that. I don't want to
didn't-
see that you're on Uber Soca Cruise and you're listening to foolishness.
Yeah. I haven't watched any of the Uber Soca Cruise videos. Because I get FOMO real hard. So I haven't watched any of it. But I also know that that's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah. That's a lot.
It's not what I wanted to do. I literally need a time out, relax, lay down all day if I feel like it type situation. But yes, I am.
You don't know nothing about lay down, sit home.
I know.
None of that.
That is true.
That's the first
true.
part, right? I need to learn that though, because I'm now older. I'm literally in my late 40s now.
She's catching up to me.
And I I've got to do things on a more quality more than quantity stance. So I can't eat peanut butter and jelly. I have to eat, like pureed legumes with their fruit compote on toasted brioche.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I can't just be having sex. I've got to curate personal vaginal experiences. Things like that. So I've got to do things on a more quality level than doing a whole lot of things. So I just have some realizations about how I need to put my life into place. And just, I'm just trying to do that. That's the goal. So
I haven't gotten over the compote.
That's the goal now. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling today. Thank you. Big shout outs to everybody that was able to come out with us yesterday at Fet Boston for brunch. We had a good time. I had probably too much of a good time.
I think we all had a good time yesterday.
I did. It was really, really fun. The food at Fet was nice. The service was great. Those girls are beautiful.
Shout out to the Fet people.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. It was with a large party.
Yeah.
Things go crazy sometimes. I think for the most part they kept they kept it very well together. It was it was a party that they didn't expect, because I think it was supposed to be 10 people. We had 30.
Yeah, and they were very easy to work with, very accommodating. I really, really like that. I love the space. I think it's really nice looking. The food was good. The drinks was smacking.
Them drinks were strong too. Golly.
Yeah.
Hello.
I mean, I had 10.
You did definitely had 10, and I was pouring half of yours into my glasses after a little while.
And I was sharing them with other people. Here, can you drink half of this? And I'll only drink half, but
shout out. I want to give a special shout out to one of the Fet Angels. That's what they call it.
Oh, is that what they call it?
Yes, Fet Angels. And also another one of their Fet Angels, Alexis Rose. She celebrated her birthday over there, I believe, on Friday night.
Oh, shout out to her.
And big happy birthday shout out to my bestie, Sahara. Her and I share a birthday, which is awesome, because we really, we really know each other, and that's good. So yeah, I had a great weekend. Really nice weekend. Did a little bar hopping Saturday night. Yesterday was brunch. I thought I was going to be able to do something else last evening, but
but unfortunately I was unable to curate the rest of my day.
I fell asleep on the side of the couch with my legs hanging over. full outfit, jewelry, makeup, everything just laid out on the couch like that. But yeah, so today's gonna be a good day.
Planned to do something after.
Yeah,
but yeah, next time.
let's do it. Yeah, that's what we were planning to do. There was a comedy show last night that everybody said that we should have went to, but wasn't able to make it to that. But anyhow, I'm here now, and
we
I'm here with
here,
y'all.
we
Y'all
alive.
are two of my faves. So
El Favoratos.
yeah.
Tristan, ¿cómo está tu weekendo?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Got a lot of work done this weekend. As we prepare for Duke Juice taking place next Saturday inside of the Middle East, going
That's
down
next Saturday already?
Next Saturday, man. We're getting ready for
Wow.
Thanksgiving next Thursday.
Already?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
And that's it. That's it. We just getting ready for the holiday seasons, man. I got to do some holiday shopping and all that good stuff. Yeah. So that's about it. I was thinking about this morning. I don't know if you guys want to talk about regrets.
Before we do regrets.
But this is just throwing it out there. If we could do this later on in the show. But I thought about if anybody has any regrets or anything that they wish they could change in their lifetime.
I could tell you a couple right goddamn now. And it didn't happen too long ago, but I could tell you what I have regrets about. Okay.
I don't know if you want to get into it now. It's up to you. But that was just a thought.
Let's get into it a little bit throughout the show. Let's start the show. But before we start the show, let's sing happy birthday! Happy birthday to ya.
Wait.
Happy.
Let me see if I can find a nice happy birthday song.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Birthday cake.
A birthday cake. To you.
It's your birthday, baby. Hey, mommy, with the pretty little body, man, you hurt somebody when you whine. You got the thing down there, where the sun don't shine. Hey, mommy, with the pretty little figure, say you want.
Happy birthday going out to Miss Tony.
We got to sign the check, baby, but I want it for
Spark's
life.
birthday. Thank you. Spark is my place to be.
In case you need your cake bag. Y'all know that I'm not the one who gets things done in a orderly fashion. I never plan anything ahead of time. So I was like, oh, we need a cake. Everywhere was closed. So I was like, a sprinkly donut. Yes. Even though I feel a muffin resembles a cake a little bit more, I feel like a sprinkle really brings out the festivity.
Fun. I love this.
Yeah.
This is more funner.
Yes.
They don't got muffins with sprinkles, do
no,
they?
they don't.
Oh, my
Them little hard granules of sugar. That's what they have on those things.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Oh, there we go. Hey.
We heard that all day yesterday.
Oh, man, boy, we heard it. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. And she danced every single time.
I did.
I have all of the videos.
That's what happens.
I'll post them later for you guys.
Post send it to me too, because I'm like, what the hell? Where was I?
With that said, let's get the show started. Spark FM Online starts right now.
One second.
All right. Spark FM Online starts right now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
Today is November 13th, Monday, November 13th. It's the Queen's birthday.
Yes.
So we will be having a festive, it's going to be F-word Monday.
Yes, I love it. I love the F word.
Sunshine early, followed by cloudy skies this afternoon, high near 45 degrees, winds light and variable. So right now it's approximately 33 degrees outside. 33. Crazy. It is freezing. I had to bring out the Russian. That's my big long winter jacket because it's that time and I don't play around with my warmth. So today's going to be a high of 45. Later tonight it's going to drop to the Arctic hell, about 29 degrees. So be inside the house, close the doors. It is heat time. You are now allowed to put on your heat on full blast.
Yep. Hide your wife, hide your kids.
Hide your wife, hide your kids. It is approximately 9:31 in the morning, and we're gonna get started with Boston police seize of fentanyl and crack cocaine in Roxbury raid.
Wow.
Not in Roxbury.
Yes.
Roxbury.
Oh, that was a lot. They had a lot of baggies and a lot of dollars. The Boston police orchestrated a successful raid in Roxbury where they seized large quantities of fentanyl and crack cocaine. Seems so crazy to me. Seems like such interesting ends of the spectrum. Fentanyl and crack. Crack is the one that's for poor people that Whitney Houston said.
Yeah, crack is whack.
Yeah, so fentanyl seems a little bit more luxury to me. Is fentanyl a luxury drug?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
What's
don't
a
think
luxury? What's luxury?
Heroin.
A designer drug.
Oh,
Coke is a designer drug. Ecstasy, Molly.
okay. So those are more.
Are those things expensive?
I don't know.
Man.
Because how much can you? What, like how much a pill of how much a little bit of fentanyl costs to a little bit of like ecstasy?
I don't think.
I don't know. I don't know
Where
the
do we
rates.
found in?
I don't know the rates.
You know the rates and the quantities and
No,
how they are measured.
I'm not quite
Arrested on November 10th, the men were held under suspicion of drug trafficking and multiple possession charges. This operation was carried out by the drug control units of District D4 South End and District E5 Roslindale. Full details of the operation can be found on the Boston blah blah blah. The operation resulted in the confiscation of roughly 95 grams of fentanyl, 237 grams of crack cocaine, various pills, marijuana, and a good amount of cash. A Sig Sauer, I know that kind of weapon. A Sig, one of these, a P360. Sig Sauer firearm and a high capacity magazine was also discovered. It didn't seem like a career busting raid like what's her name is trying to do to Tommy.
This wasn't like the one last week where they had almost 10 million.
Who got the hookup for me to watch Tommy? I don't got that no more.
It's on GoMovies.essex.com.
Okay.
Oh, he got another one for us.
Yeah, Tiny Zone is gone now. The FBI took that.
They took down Tiny Zone.
Yeah.
That's not right because they don't want people to live and they don't want people to be happy. So why would you take down Tiny Zone?
Well, I know FBI. Why would you take away people's happiness?
Aunt and a mother was arrested in connection with a 4-year-old's burns. I'm not going to read into that because you know what? Abuse on children really kind of rubs me the wrong friggin' way.
I'm not okay with that.
Like why are you doing that to that little person? Well, now I know kids are friggin' annoying.
Yeah.
And they are friggin' terrible people.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, they so cute and little, you squeeze them.
I do love them.
Yeah, they're so cute. You little badass. Come over here, little badass. Like things like that. You don't want to hit them and slam them up and bleed them out and burn them.
Yeah.
That's
They burned the
crazy.
kids so bad that they ended up in
the hospital.
In the hospital, yeah.
I'm gonna read just the
in critical
facts.
condition.
What did they dip him in acid? Like what?
Oh God, why did she say that?
2 Massachusetts women are arrested this weekend in connection with an investigation in what caused a child to suffer life-threatening burns over a significant portion of her body. The 4-year-old girl suffered extensive 2nd and 3rd degree burns in an incident on October 8th. Police responded to the child's home at noon the next day where they found the injured girl the next day. According to the district attorney, investigators determined the severe injuries occurred approximately 17 hours before law enforcement or medical professionals were notified. By the time the victim arrived at the Hasbro Children's Hospital, she was in critical condition. The child's condition has since stabilized, but she remains hospitalized more than a month later. Quinn said the investigation, which included interviews with the defendants and medical professionals, resulted in applications for arrest warrants that were submitted on Thursday. That is crazy because first of all, we all know that burns are probably one of the most painful injury that you can ever receive. Mm-hmm. So if you have 2nd and 3rd degree injuries on 2nd and 3rd, it's not 1st. What did she have? She had 1st and 3rd, 1st and 2nd.
She had
life-threatening. I mean, they had to be
not life-threatening.
Yeah. 3rd degree, 2nd and 3rd degree burns. So regardless of even if the stove touch you a little bit or you hit a pot, You're going to feel that burn for a very, very, very long time. This is disgusting. This is arrest them and castrate them.
Yes. So who did it? Her mother.
Her mother and her aunt. The two of y'all ain't ish.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if I ever go crazy, you better not be crazy too.
That's what I be telling people. Listen, one of us got to maintain the balance. We got to set it off, sort it out.
Ethiopian sweet woman BAA. Ethiopian sweep women's BAA half marathon. Kenya wins men's race. Where was this? Was this in Dorchester the other day? Because I heard somebody complaining about a marathon that was going through the hood. Of the 6,311 athletes who raced 13.1 miles through Boston on Sunday morning in the BAA half marathon, none was faster than Kenya's Abel Kipochawa.
Oh, good for him.
He crossed the finish line at White Stadium in Franklin Park with a time of 1 hour and 1 minute. 13 miles in 1 hour.
Wow.
Boy, I was still been coming in today.
Child.
Today, everything this happened on Saturday. I was still been coming in.
I might be there by tomorrow.
Today was difficult because it was
Look
very
at them
cold.
using the people's nice white stadium.
That's what this is only because as long as they ain't on the grass, they can do whatever they want to do in White Stadium. Oh, they in the grass.
That's not white stadium.
Oh, I was about to say this is racist.
Oh, but they are in the grass.
This is very interesting. I don't think I could run a marathon in the middle of the winter because it is middle of the winter here.
I don't think I can run a marathon.
Thank you, because I said too much. Because I cannot run the marathon. My knees, getting out of bed, I told you, my ankles and the bottom of my feet been hurting me every day I get out of the bed. And then my knee, it creep up to my knee.
Man, listen,
That's why
I had to help my friend move this weekend, and I felt that.
How was that?
It was not fun. From moving
we
from
didn't mention
Somerville
that.
to Raynham.
Somerville to Raynham.
Yeah.
Where the hell is a
Yeah.
The thing, you know what the thing is? I saw a meme that the other day was like, if you an adult, you better hire a moving company because
Boy.
your friends is old and they don't want to work for chicken and beer no
Boy, I
more.
tell you.
It's true.
I didn't even get chicken or beer.
Oh no, take it back.
Man.
Take all the stuff back out and be like, nah, you got to give me some.
What we didn't talk about the Dropout Summit because we did go to that on Saturday, which was awesome. Who we saw?
Oh yes, we saw 19 Keys.
Nikki Speaks.
We saw Nikki Speaks, and we saw
Million.
Wall Street Trapper, who is literally one of my favorite people ever on the internet. Like I've been following this man for years. I don't refuse.
I was
Every-
19 keys.
19 Keys was lit.
He was. Yeah.
He was very pro-black, but very realistic in how he was talking to people about how they should think about things.
Mhm.
Can I give you?
Go ahead, tell me. Tell me everything.
I like 19 keys. I do. Just give me big scammer vibes.
Dude,
And
what
is
is he? Does he
Is it
sell
just-
some?
Is it just a New York thing?
No, I googled him,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and that came up in a lot of things that he's just like.
Does he sell? Does he have is he a motivation? Like, what is he? Is he a motivational speaker? Like, where would the scamming coming? I'm not saying that y'all are wrong. I'm just trying to figure out who he is because I never heard of him. I've heard of the name, but I've never looked into him prior to being there, and I still
honestly
didn't.
wasn't familiar with any of
Look,
those
look.
What is that?
Larry said the same thing. I heard he was a scam.
people. Yeah.
I don't know. This is just I'm pretty good. I have pretty good what do you call that? When you
Feel.
meet people and
Yeah, intuition.
Intuition about
Yep,
people.
Yep.
And majority of the time I meet people and I'm hesitant about them or I don't want to proceed or do too much deep diving because I have a feeling that like something's not sitting well with me and then my soul with them. You know what I mean? Something's not sitting well with my soul with them. And 90% of the time, 95% of the time comes to prove to me that was true. That person you was good. That was a good choice that you choose by staying away from that person, whatever. And he just gives me that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Global thought leader, futurist, high LVL manager of
What's the LVL?
What's that?
Love it.
Snyder said, "Game recognized game." Yeah, brother.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like. I don't. He's fine. That's something he is. He is kind of
Hello.
hot.
Thick
He
arms.
sells a product, Gold Water.
Oh,
What's that?
what did he do? What is it?
It's water inside of a thing, but he says that it's infused with gold and it has all these properties, and that's one of his products that he sells online.
No, what I saw about what I got from what he said was just about how like use the tools that are provided for you in order for you to expand whatever it is that you're doing. And that just kind of like resonated with me from all of the things that he was saying. That's the message that
for me, the message was pretty. Yeah, the message was less, telling people how to do things or even selling more so. It was a little inspiration.
Yeah.
He is fine though. A little inspiration. Big shout out to Slick Vic.
Is he tall?
Yes.
Oh.
Big shout out to Slick Vic who held down the Dropout Summit. Wall Street Trapper was great too. If you are interested in investing and finding out how to create wealth through investing and knowing the stock market, his hope is to bring pretty much Wall Street to the hood and teach people how you can still trap while doing stocks and stuff like that.
What's his definition of trapping?
He used to be a drug dealer.
So he means saving.
Nope, he means trapping.
Oh, he still
No, he don't trap no more. Now he traps stock. So instead of drugs, now he sells what he teaches people how to buy and get investment, like publicly traded investments so that they can. He was like, real estate is one of the best ways to do wealth. He was like, the other thing is, if you don't want to do that, why you not just buying stocks and sitting on them and let them work for you? Warren Buffett just made what? Another $132 billion off of stocks the other day. Warren Buffett don't need no more money. Warren Buffett ain't gonna be here. That's what I'm saying. Warren Buffett ain't gonna be here much longer. So I'm not sure. Already. No, he's there. He just now crossed his thing. Sitting up in his chair. And
there's a movie out on stocks right now. You guys should check out.
What's it called?
Dumb Money. Dumb Money.
Is that on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, and it's about the GameStop scandal that happened.
Yes,
a few years ago, in the middle of COVID, like right at the beginning of COVID, there was a whole thing with the stock market and the hedge funds.
That was my thing too. That's when I first started looking into stocks really a lot. Is when that GameStop and what else? It was GameStop and who else?
It was just
the
GameStop.
GameStop.
GameStop and Bitcoin at the same time. We're bussing.
Yeah.
And NFT.
Whatever happened to the NFTs?
NFT stuff stopped real quick. Huh?
Did anybody get into NFTs? Because that
the went swiftest.
and so what happened to the metaverse? Is that still there too, or did we sit?
I think that got scrapped. It's still called Metaverse. Instagram and the Facebook merge and everything, but I don't think that Metaverse idea is gone.
That's unfortunate.
That was crazy. Whatever that was.
I remember people were getting raped.
The lady was getting raped. She got gang raped in the metaverse. It's crazy.
Yeah,
that is insane. Neighbors report uptick in quality of life issues following tent cleanup. Oh wow, it looks great down there.
Have you seen down there?
Yeah, I would not even think that a legion of addicts worked and chilled down there. I would have never thought.
I want to take a walk down here. That's how I felt. Like, wow, that's crazy. It looks like a whole new place. Like not one scrap of nothing out there.
And the police are out there and enforcing it. I know that the people are a long mass and gas. Definitely. Let's go to this clip so I can see what they did out there. My back hurt.
Closer to their front doors. Boston 25 News reporter Drew Caritas live in the South End where outreach workers, Drew, they've been addressing issues as they've been reported.
They are, Carrie. Neighbors here in parts of the South End and Lower Roxbury say while the tents have been cleared and things appear to have taken a 180 for the better over on Atkinson Street, they're seeing more people loitering near their properties and dealing with an increase in quality of life issues.
There's yelling, screaming, day and night. It's very, very disruptive.
Since the encampments in the Mass-and-Cass corridor were disbanded at the start of the month, South End neighbor Peter Sanborn says he's seeing more people and more problems near his doorstep.
The amount of drug dealing, just people sitting on steps now and openly dealing. I've had 3 discarded needles on my steps.
Sanborn also showed us a picture of the unpleasant surprise he was greeted with of human feces on his stoop on East Springfield Street, just steps away from Boston Medical Center.
I wish certain city officials would come and live here for a week.
His complaints come just days after the head of Boston Medical Center said that the hospital's main campus is seeing an increase in the number of homeless people seeking shelter there.
If they don't want to go to shelters but they want to get out of the cold, where would you go? You'd go to the emergency room where you can sit there, sleep in a chair, and be comfortable.
Sue Sullivan with the Newmarket Business Improvement District says despite some of the issues being reported, she believes things have improved exponentially since the tents were cleared. Smaller groups of people congregating are regularly being addressed by outreach teams, and the city continues to offer shelter beds to those who haven't yet accepted it.
100 people got into shelter. 20 people got into recovery. It's still going as well as we could ever expect.
And Mayor Michelle Wu says no arrests have been made so far in connection with the enforcement of the encampment ban. She says the city continues to target potential hotspots, including the Boston Public Library and Copley Square and the Mass Ave T Station. We're live in the South End. Drew Caritas for your local station, Boston 25 News.
I don't know. What do you think? Like, what do you guys think? So I do see the people. They are out there. There's a lot more, bodies in the street. Not bodies in the street. That sounds like dead bodies. There's a lot more people walking up and down Mass Ave rather than staying just on Atkinson Street. So, I mean, what did we do?
I think that, you can't be, it's either one way or the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't complain
about
about...
Right now is a good medium because, at least the weather's going to get colder, and I think that the people are going to get less frequent in that area. So I think it's a good move. I don't know where the people have gone.
The people have gone to South Bay. No, they have.
Because yesterday, the train station, because I know you said they were like under the bridge by the train station, so they had there was like a police patrol car there, so there was nobody there either when I went there. So I was like, where did all the people go?
But that's what the lady said. Like, they're going to try to, it's getting cold. So the people are going to try to be in spaces in which they can get in. So the only place that has that much open public is South Bay. Because I can go in there and if somebody gives me enough dollar, I can buy a Panera and I can sit in there for, you can't buy nothing for $1 in Panera. I can sit in there for a many amount of hours until they kick me out. Or then I can go shopping in TJ Maxx and just walk around.
Go shopping in Macy's, honey.
I think this is good because there was a lot of crime, there was a lot of prostitution, there was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of illegal activity taking place there.
There was a chicken.
People just went there. They would go there to gather. So now that they have no gathering place, we'll see some of the crime decrease.
And that for me, that doesn't mean that either. It just means now that I have more space to actually do things that I won't get caught. If all the police know that I'm going to be selling drugs on Atkinson Street, I could just go up the street and go behind a building and do all my drug selling right there and nobody's going to see me. Now we're split up. Now we're split up all the time. We're not just dealing here. We get to deal this whole entire street because these people are now up and down there. That's what the man just said. There's now open drug selling on my steps.
What I said is eventually it's getting colder now. Eventually you will see the numbers start to decrease.
Because they're going to go where?
Wherever they have to go, but they won't be outside.
They're going to do drugs in Applebee's.
I hope not.
In the bathroom.
I hope the Applebee's is a little bit more restrictive. They had that Target bathroom on lock for a long time.
Yeah.
And now Stop and Shop is very, very oh, you know what? Is that what they are on the side of Stop and Shop?
Yes, they are. They're all around there. They just have found different spots to go where they can do what they got to do. I've been there. I go there every day. I see these people every single day in different parts of South Bay all the time. So I don't know. They got it. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. But at least it's not there no more. I don't know. They need to build a faster bridge. Pedestrian struck and killed by a tractor trailer on I-95. What are they doing there?
awful.
A pedestrian was killed Sunday afternoon after being struck by a tractor trailer. According to state police, the accident happened around I-95 southbound on Route 93, exit 26 in Canton shortly before noon. Heavy traffic was reported in both directions around the area, and police said Framingham and Foxborough assisted on the scene, as well as state police crash reconstruction team. And that's it. Well, I'm not sure why that person was on the interstate.
They be out there.
Doing what?
Yeah. I don't know. People are always in places that they shouldn't be. Yes, the other day I was going over, the bridge on Geneva, the commuter rail bridge.
Mm-hmm.
I was driving under that. There was a man with a bicycle driving on the tracks, riding on the tracks.
On the train tracks?
On the train tracks, on the bridge going over Geneva.
Really?
Yeah. Why?
How did he get there?
I don't know. And why did you get there?
That is very, 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 very interesting. You say that.
That's what happened.
And I believe that's really all that happened in this last couple of days. It's been kind of quiet, huh?
No, yeah. I mean, that sounds good though.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm not complaining at all. There was some blue bikes found in Castle Island inside of the water.
Oh.
And gunfire at busy Hyde Park intersection.
Which one?
This is at 5:15 p.m. Found 3 shell casings at the intersection of Hyde Park and Dana Avenue, possibly after 2 guys got into an argument. You just get in an argument these days, take out your gun and start shooting people in the face?
Yeah. Everybody's angry. Everybody needs a therapist.
Yeah. And I mean, that's just about it. There's a very slow news day, so we're going to wrap this up, and then we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we will be getting into our national and world news, where it's a little bit more informative.
They've got more things.
Yes. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We'll be right back.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Boston Seaport neighborhood has transformed into the Snowport, a fantastical winter wonderland for good times, including gifts, games, art, food, and special events. The holiday market is open 7 days a week through December 31st, where you can shop at 100 plus retail stores and enjoy a meal at one of the delicious restaurants. Follow at Seaport Boston and visit bostonseaport.xyz/snowport for more information.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Hey there. Are you ready to dive into the heart of Hood Life? A brand that's all about unity, empowerment, and style. Hood Life was born from the negativity associated with hoodies, specifically in our Black and brown communities, and we want to change that. Visit us today and make a purchase of a sweatsuit or hoodie, and we've got a special treat for you. To show a token of our appreciation for your support, use Spark FM code at checkout and receive a free bucket hat or t-shirt. That's right, absolutely free. Don't forget to visit hoodlifeshop.com. HOODLYFESHOP.com.
Want to give your baby a head start? get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
The all-new Spark FM.
Them not like me, I'm not like them.
Spark FM.
Come on. Hot, sicker than your average.
Spark FM.
Chicken man be ballin', these chicks pigeon toed, some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Do it. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. It is Monday. It is a slow Monday at that. Today is the day to get a lot of things done because it's cold and it's Monday and you should feel motivated. Motivate Mondays.
When it's cold, I just motivated to get into my couch with a blanket and a cup of tea.
And watch some TV. It's time for our national and world news. Miss Tony, what you got for us?
Well, what in the Tim Scott?
Oh.
Tim Scott has dropped out of the GOP race after his girlfriend was revealed.
Tell me more.
His girlfriend.
Who's
Tim
his
Scott, a
girlfriend?
GOP senator from South Carolina, dropped out of the 2024 presidential race shortly after publicly debuting his relationship with his girlfriend after the third Republican debate. I love America more today than I did on May 22nd, but when I go back to Iowa, it will not be as a presidential candidate. I'm suspending my campaign. Scott said during an interview on Fox on Sunday. Scott recently came under fire regarding the secrecy surrounding his relationship with Mindy Nose, an interior designer he has been dating for about a year or so. Details of Scott's relationship with Nose surfaced after he faced criticism over being unmarried, with some insinuating he is gay. It's like a different form of discrimination or bias, the 2024 GOP presidential candidate told the Washington Post.
He feels like he has a different, you don't even what discrimination do you ever face as a black man,
he says,
as a Republican black man who only talks to white people?
You can't say I'm black because that would be terrible, so find something else that you can attack. He added that he kept her identity secret because he couldn't imagine dragging her into the campaign trail unless I have the intention of marrying her. The senator's road to the GOP nomination saw hurdles from the onset for his campaign announcement in May. More than half of GOP primary voters said in a Morning Consult poll that they had not heard anything about Scott's candidacy a week after his campaign rollout. In contrast, only 38% of voters said they heard something positive about the candidate. So what I don't understand. What is that saying? He dropped out because of what?
Because nobody, because his girlfriend, I don't understand what the last time the U.S. had an unmarried president was more than 139 years ago. Scott boarded up dating life led to some in the party fixated on family values to have questions, if not reservations. I don't know any.
I'm glad.
And you know what? And I don't care because she looks like the type that would date Tim Scott on purpose.
She looked like
she just looked like a white woman.
I see her
like a white woman with very ugly shoes. Very ugly shoes, and that seemed.
She's got a long, thick neck like a giraffe.
It sounds like they're speculating that he paid for her. It sounds like because they're saying how
all of a sudden
he's been in a relationship for a year. He's never mentioned the person's name. Every time they asked about it, he was like, "She's a good Christian woman." That's all he was.
Amen.
So now
she's
She's a good Christian. What?
So they're saying that, now the fact that he came out and he was putting her on display. They were saying that she was like the highlight of the GOP. Like he came and was like, "This is who she is, everybody."
And then he's suspended his campaign because he realized that people would rather see her white self than his black ass.
She looked like them dogs. You see it?
Yes,
that's exactly what she looked like.
You know them dogs.
Them dogs that look like her.
They're a little tall, and then they have a
long blonde hair.
Yeah, you
them
know
dogs.
what exactly.
I know.
Yes,
the skinny long dogs.
Yeah,
with the
she
blonde
looks
hair.
exactly like that.
She
That's
looks
crazy.
Exactly like them dogs. That is crazy.
What kind of dog is that? What is that?
A Dachshund. Long blonde hair dog. Long haired.
What's the Disney movie?
Skinny dog.
Dalmatian dog.
No. All dogs go to heaven.
No.
This one. Oh my God.
A tramp. Lady and the Tramp.
She looked just like this.
Yeah, that's the dog. That's the dog.
No.
Lady was not that.
What is this kind of dog called?
Dog.
This is terrible that we're doing this right now. And maybe it's an Afghan. Oh yes, it's an Afghan hound. Let's start off this long-haired dog roundup with a real showstopper, and that's exactly what she looked like—a real showstopper. The Afghan hound, regal indeed. This medium-sized pooch weighs in at a rough 50 to 60 pounds. That's exactly her, and it has long, flowing blonde hair. If that don't look exactly like that woman, I don't know who do.
Yep, that's exactly what that dog looked like. I mean, that woman. That's exactly what the woman looked like, not the dog.
Just like that. It's had that same outfit on too.
It do, right? Because I seen that dog in that outfit before. I'm gonna be honest with you. So anyhow, Tim Scott is no longer in the race. Who y'all gonna vote for now?
Donald Trump.
Oh
no! I want to go with DeSantis.
DeSantis. He ain't gonna make it to the place.
No. I'm voting for. If I was a Republican, I'm voting for Chris Christie. He the only one that's saying up there. I'm telling y'all.
I would vote for Chris Christie too, because he seemed like a real person. Wasn't he a drug addict and a prostitute at one point?
He was.
Yeah.
He was soliciting prostitutes. He wasn't a prostitute.
Oh, he was something about him with prostitutes. I knew that.
He's living the American dream.
Yeah, that's real spit.
How y'all know that he wasn't the prostitute? That's what I want to know.
That is real, okay? Anyhow, the U.S. minimum wage has been $7.25 since 2009.
And I can't afford it.
$7.25? I thought it went up since 2009. How many years ago was that? I was a young woman.
But that's regionally though. That's statal, right?
I don't know.
Is it called statal? What is it called? Statewide.
National.
Statal.
What you talking about?
No, when things are like in Massachusetts, it is Massachusetts minimum wage is 14 or $13.75, right?
I thought it was 50.
And then some other places the minimum wage is $7.25.
Yeah, so this is it's nationwide. It's
nationwide is on your side.
Yeah, Massachusetts minimum wage is $15 per hour.
Oh, we rich. That still ain't a
It sure
goddamn
ain't.
shit.
So Ken Rose, a restaurateur.
A restaurateur.
Oh, but there's no N in that word.
Restaurateur.
And chef in Sandy, Utah said that though he has always paid his employees above his state's minimum wage of $7.25, in the past few years, he has had to bump employee pay higher than ever. For me, minimum wage is what you hire an employee for, he says. $7.25 hasn't been relevant for years. An ever-shrinking number of workers in the U.S. are paid the federal minimum wage of $7.25 an hour. And a growing chorus of unions, economists, and even employers agree it's out of step with today's economic reality.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy. Only 141,000 U.S. workers were paid the minimum per hour in 2022. That's down from 392 in 2019. And many states have taken the initiative to increase the minimum wage into their own hands. 20 U.S. states still only require employers to pay $7.25 an hour and only $2.13 per hour for workers who collect tips. That's the thing that I don't like. I don't understand how people be waitresses and waiters and bartenders for $2.13 per hour.
I don't think that I would sign on to that and just base it off of tips.
Right.
Unless you're working at one of these nice restaurants, these new age modern restaurants where they charge you an extra $47,000 for a tip, then I don't feel like I would actually be working in a place for $2 just being like, oh, I'm gonna get the rest from tip.
And whoever's decides to do those jobs needs to go to like the Chick-fil-A customer service training, because Chick-fil-A's employees, I want to tip them all the time. They so nice. Why y'all so nice?
My pleasure.
How y'all so happy standing out here in this cold taking orders in a drive-through? It's a drive-through. Why y'all outside?
But it do got a nice heating device up there. That's why they be in there. It's very nice.
That's crazy. Minimum wage $7.25. Now, U.S., y'all got to do better.
And
Y'all
it's
got to
not-
do better.
If there's efforts to raise the federal minimum wage, have fallen flat.
It says most recently in 2021, the Senate rejected a bid by Democrats to increase the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2025 as part of President Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus plan. How about you just give us stimulus checks?
How about y'all just stop sending all of our money everywhere else?
Right.
And give us some so that we can get good. Like if they would just treat America right, make Americans feel good, then I don't feel like we would be so upset when we see them helping other people.
This is what I'm thinking. Y'all gave us all this stimulus check during COVID when we wasn't going nowhere. Now that we're post-COVID, everything is raised. Everything is super expensive because of the COVID tax. We're going all over the place again. Give us stimulus now.
Stimulate us.
Don't give us no. They give us reparations.
Well, we're not.
You ain't gonna get none.
We quicker get a stimulus.
Yeah,
than we
but
get
I don't
a
have to get
reparation.
none. But give these
I
people
want
reparations.
No. Give me
what they gonna give everybody.
Give
Don't
everybody
give
the
everybody and
same
don't give
thing.
me.
Because I've
I
been
want
living
the
here
thing
the
too.
same amount of time that everybody else been living here, and I want reparations. If we gonna give
Listen,
reparations,
all
we
of
gotta
our
all
ancestors were slaves. They was just dropped off in different places. Okay, so we all came from Africa.
We got to talk to the Honduran government.
Reparate us.
Honduran government.
We ain't gonna get that either because they're gonna be like, your
They don't-
parents
they don't
left a
got
long
it.
time ago.
They
Exactly.
just gonna tell us they
So
don't
to
got it.
hell with a reparation.
And then we still ain't gonna get it because they gonna be like, y'all is half breed. So go see your other country.
You gonna get half of your reparation from us and half from them.
Say so. No tango.
No tango.
No tango. And then Trinidad gonna be like, I don't have. So give us a stimulus check. that's what I would like.
He don't need no reparation. Yes, you do. You
Reparate
need You need to reparate.
What I'm saying is, I don't mind as long as I give back give the people back something.
No, all them black Americans
them
gonna be
back
like, Now you
As
immigrants
long
go back to where you came from.
What my thought process is, you give back to the black folks before we do that. You got to tell the black folks, government gonna give you this money now. When they give you this money now, don't spend the money now outside of your community.
Boy,
now.
you talking to black Americans? They
Don't
gonna
go
spend
outside,
it
keep the
on
money
on
right up
Nike.
here.
No, what they say, the black dollar stays in the black community
6
for
hours.
6 hours.
Yep.
6 hours.
6 hours.
That's crazy.
It's all going. You give a reparations
They
all out.
brainwashed us that much.
Yep. Well, where we gonna shop at? Where is it that we gonna shop? First of all, you try to buy from a black retailer. They want you to pay $75 for a Gildan t-shirt that they printed in their kitchen. Okay?
Leave my damn setup alone, goddammit.
Sorry. This is what I'm saying. You go to white people, you can get a nice sweatshirt for $20 with a coupon for coming the first time or something like that. Black people want to charge you $65 for a t-shirt. This shit ain't even embroidered. This is just what you and the first time you wash it, the stick is peeling off. Come on now. Come on. Where are we gonna spend our money? We've got, again, quality over quantity. That's what black people need to start looking at.
And I think that black people also need to start diversifying the companies in which they build.
Yeah.
Not everybody could be a shea butter seller. Not everybody could have a clothing line. And not everybody could be a photographer. We've got enough of those.
Yeah.
Somebody got to open a grocery store.
Yeah.
Like the people down in Dudley's.
Ooh,
Somebody
we gotta go eat there. That boy did a review on the food in there, and he said they got a burger in there that slaps. He gave it an A+.
I want a slappy burger. We also need people to make to have laundromats. What Black Wall Street, when we do build it, what are all the businesses that we need to have?
Laundromat, funeral home, hospital,
insurance,
supermarket,
dispensary,
the dispensary, liquor store, a pharmacist,
a bank, Let's talk about the main businesses.
We need grocery store,
We need a bank. We need a school.
Shoe cobbler.
I don't know.
A laundromat is one of those basic
Absolutely,
businesses.
laundromat, the cleaners. Yeah. Need all that.
What else we need?
I don't
We
know
need somebody.
any y'all know any black-owned cleaners in the hood?
Cleaners. Yes, I know a black
You know,
Trinidadian couple
the
that own a
laundromat.
laundromat.
Where's that?
This is right on Blue Hill Lab. It's called
Bubbles.
I don't know. It's right there. It's what? Oh, I can't explain it to
Blue
you.
Hill and Lawrence Ave, like across from Cool
okay.
Shade,
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
area
yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's the Trinidadian man that Mike.
Yeah.
He owns that over there. Yep. I just found that out not too long ago. This summer I found that out.
Yeah.
What else
That's
we
what
need?
I
We
got.
need a radio station.
Oh, there was a cleaners on Morton Street.
Black owned?
There was a black owned right there by the bridge.
Yeah, okay.
Right across the river. Yep.
We need a computer programmers, internet sites, cell phone. Oh, we need somebody who owns a cell phone business.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, we do.
How come there aren't any black cell phone
Cricket.
Master P had his back in the day.
Oh, he did. He did.
He called I
He
got the
did.
hookup.
Boy.
Holla if you hear me.
Yeah, wasn't that? Oh, that wasn't just a movie.
We just need Master P
That's
down
all
there,
we need.
and then Master P's gonna figure out everything because Master P already got it.
We need a
Kendrick has one.
newspaper and real estate as well.
Definitely. Kendrick has his new did we talk about that?
No.
Kendrick
what?
Lamar has his new phone company now,
No.
which does not accept any third parties.
Really?
No third parties. So there's no extra hacking, no
So
all
all
kind
you
of
could do is
foolishness.
make a call and send a text.
Yes. He's trying to make trapping great again.
Kendrick Lamar phone.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kendrick Lamar launches limited edition light phone 2. It's called PG Lang.
And then what do we do with it?
You just use it.
What do you mean no third party?
There is yes, Hightower. There is some kind of a black directory in Boston, somewhat similar to
It's called.
There used to be the black pages.
It's called Black Owned Boss. If you go into Black Owned Boss. Black Owned BOS, not Boston. Jada, she also has a store down on Tremont Street that she sells a lot of black owned business clothing and things like that. You can get some of the items that is listed on the directory in the store on Tremont Street. But this is a full directory of damn near all the black businesses in Boston. Big shout outs to her. We got to get her in there. She's one of the curators of like Snowport when they do not Snowport when the Seaport has the Seaport has their big holiday market and different things like that. She oftentimes is the curator for a lot of that. She curates the BAM's Fest vendor thing too. Yeah. So like if you want a list of these, black owned boss, and it's a pink logo, little circular pink logo. She's lit and she does a really good job of making sure she makes a directory of all of the people.
Boston's got Boston. We could do things in Boston for black people. Things could happen here for us. You know, we've got a lot of really, really talented, fantastic people who are on their craft, and I like that. I like that a lot. What else happened here? It says innocent bystanders are injured by streetcar racers, and they want them to lose their driver's licenses for life. And I agree. This story, For months, Channel 2 Action News has reported on an increase in street racing across Metro Atlanta. Those who've been hurt by racers want stiffer penalties, including for offenders to lose their driver's licenses forever. Channel 2's Tom Regan spoke with Atlanta councilwoman who was trying to help make that a reality.
I'm waiting for
Let's try. Take it away, Tom. All right.
What is this breaking news? 13-year-old Clark County student shot in neighborhood before school hours? For what?
Where is Clark County?
I think that's Atlanta.
Oh, damn. That's awful.
All right, here goes the clip.
Do it.
Excuse me.
I was looking for affection, so I decided to go.
Swing something in direction.
All right, here is the clip. Right here, street racing. I remember when I used to street race.
Channel 2's Tom Regan now live. And Tom, one Atlanta City Council member is answering this call for help.
Yeah, Justin, this proposed legislation is called Erica's Law. It is named after a woman who suffered absolutely life-changing injuries when her car was struck by a driver racing another driver on a busy metro highway. Daredevil drivers taking over the streets and highways. It's a dangerous spectacle driven by ego, social media, and a need for speed culture.
I hear this whirring noise, and I look, and it looks like a bullet train coming towards me.
Erica Pine said
This culture comes from California.
I-75 onto I-285 when a car racing another vehicle careened across the highway.
Before I knew it, he'd hit me, slammed me into a wall, and then I started spinning.
The crash crushed her ankle. She's barely able to stand or walk. She's had 3 surgeries so far, and medical bills topping $300,000.
And I'm still looking at possibly 2 ankle replacements down the road.
As for the 22-year-old driver who hit her, he wasn't arrested, and he's still driving.
Something has to be done for the victim to have some type of recourse.
We need tougher penalties to deter and to discourage individuals from behaving and driving in a way that is reckless. We lost 4 teenagers recently to this type of behavior.
Atlanta City Councilwoman Keisha Waits is calling on state legislators to endorse Erica's Law. Drivers caught street racing, doing donuts, or speeding over 100 miles per hour would face a hefty license suspension. 5 years for a first offense, a life suspension for a third.
Well, I remember when. Well, that's the reason why they started shutting down American Legion, right? Is because they used to do mad street racing out there. Where else they used to do it? Oh, on Mass Ave,
Columbia Road, sometimes.
Columbia Road.
Last night I was sitting in my living room and I heard this car rip down the street on Blue Hill Ave, and I was like, "What is going? Like, why are you going so fast? What is happening? Why you do that for?
Why you do that?
Why you do that?
I don't know. Do they still do a lot of street racing here in different places?
No, we can't. So they can do it a lot of times in the South, in California, Florida, Atlanta, all those places, because the highways are huge out there. Here we don't really have all that space.
We got too much goddamn traffic all the damn time. You can't even get a little racing. Some Subaru wanna speed out and then go slow.
So you know what I'm talking about. A Subaru and a Prius. The other day I was behind a Subaru on one side and a Prius on the other side. And I was like, what hell? What is my personal hell? Like, what's going on here? All right.
What the hell is my
Stop ripping it like that, nigga. Nice this shit. This shit never
in California, they have like some of these things where they do some of the spin outs. And if you guys see how close the cars get, there'll be circles of people, and then they'll do the spin outs, and literally like the car will come this close to just side swiping a person. Like,
that's crazy. I was watching a video yesterday of like near misses with car accidents with people who like just got like moved. Like, that's crazy. Like, your life is like right there.
Your life was on the line.
Yeah, man.
DJ Live says, "Happy birthday." You trying to go to the Cheesecake Factory later or not?
Of course.
And I'm gonna go as well. So. Yes, just like Grease Lightning Schneider, which is my favorite.
Grease Lightning.
Oh, do they still be? Oh, the Circuit Drive is where they used to drive back in the day. Pastor Shore says they should reserve this penalty for Mustang and Dodge Challenger and Charger Camaro drivers.
Nobody knows what you mean by that.
Everybody knows what he means by that.
Why?
Mustangs is the boy that what's it called? Classic Fresco Bar. No, Moto. Call Uber when he spin out, because Mustangs are known to crash out.
These cars that he mentioned are known to spin out and
yes.
crash out. Oh, Dodge Chargers are and Challengers. Chargers and Challengers, they are race cars.
Yes,
they seem so bulky to me.
Well, that's what
they have Hemis.
That
you can
thing's
put
got
a
Hemi.
Big engines under there.
Supercharger.
A lot of horsepower.
Oh,
but they crap cars. This is all the things you have to listen to when you know cars like me.
Oh wow! Well, that's just crazy. Well, yeah, I think that these people should there should be stricter penalties. I don't know about taking their driver's licenses for life, because sometimes you're just young and dumb, right? Don't mess me up for life. The Marvels melts down at the box office, marking a new low. First of all, I didn't even know that there was a new movie coming out with the Marvels. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's a woman movie. Y'all should
It's
know
a woman
this.
movie,
Power.
marking a new low for the MCU.
Charlie's Angels. There's a new Charlie's Angels out with 3 new girls. It's not Cameron, Bamron, and Lamron anymore.
When is it?
It's on Go on Netflix.
Oh, what I watched yesterday was a movie with Jackie Chan and John Cena. And it was good. Jackie Chan be Jackie Chan, and boy, that little man be... I don't know.
Thank you for hipping us.
Telling you nothing. Thank you for telling us absolutely
nothing.
I have no idea what it's called, but it was a good movie. Jackie Chan is a fighting man. So anyhow, this Marvel one, since 2008, Marvel has been an unstoppable force in the box office history. But this one, not so much. Since 2008's Iron Man, the Marvel machine has been one of the most unstoppable forces in box office history. Now, though, that aura of invincibility is showing signs of wear and tear. The superhero factory hit a new low with the weekend launch of the Marvels, which opened with just $47 million, according to studio estimates on Sunday. Are people going out to the movies like that?
That's what I was saying. No, because if they're comparing it to other movies that have done better.
In 2008.
Well,
since 2008.
Oh. But then if you look at movies like Black Panther and things like that.
Mm-hmm. But when was that? I just feel like the world is a whole different place post-COVID. Nobody's going out to the movies like that
I go
anymore.
to the movies. It's just
the
movies have been like lackluster, and I think that a lot of the things have been going to all these streaming platforms and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You have too many outlets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I agree. Because me for this, if I hear a bad review because I'm nervous all the time, I'm just gonna stay home and I'm just gonna watch it streaming because I don't want to be disappointed and spend my money.
I haven't had the urge to go to the movies at all. Like I haven't felt that at all. Now with this Alamo thing opening on Friday, I do want to.
Good question, Larry. Larry was like, 47 million is bad? Because that sounds like a lot to me.
That was the question that was coming up to me. What is good for a movie?
For Marvel compared to Marvel.
For a Marvel movie?
Marvel, that's bad.
The third installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, a sequel to the 2019 Brie Larson-led Captain Marvel, managed less than a third of the $153.4 million its predecessor launched with before ultimately taking a $1.13 billion worldwide. Captain Marvel made $1.13 billion? Have y'all seen that?
No.
I saw Captain Marvel. It was great.
See, that's
she
what
was
I'm saying.
A girl, right? Captain Marvel's a girl.
This is my other thing.
A lady,
yes,
a female.
On to what Scuba Steve is saying. I've heard that this movie is actually really good. From a couple of people, I was reading some comments, not a couple of people, I was reading some comments today about, one of the stories that had this about, and mad people said it was mad good. So they don't know why it didn't do so well. It's because it's women.
I know.
It's 3 women.
Captain Marvel was a women's movie too.
Yeah, but it was
Amazon one was.
It was more so off after a image of a man in general.
Yeah.
So now these are 3 women.
What are you talking about?
Like, isn't the regular Captain
Marvel's a woman?
Always?
Captain America is.
Okay. See, I don't know the difference.
Captain Marvel was the one that got $1 billion something.
When she,
the woman movie.
Yeah,
because it was just her. This is Charlie's Angels. It looked like
Charlie's Angels and Captain Marvel.
It's 3 women of diverse backgrounds fighting traffic.
Tristan Hobby says the Marvels was excellent and directed by a Black woman. Go support it.
Yes, I'm gonna go see it.
I'm gonna go see it at the Alamo Trap House when they open on the other.
Yes.
I think what the problem is that a lot of these big companies like Marvel have spread themselves too thin. You guys release dumb movies and all this Universe, blah blah blah. Then you go to the what do you call it? The Disney Plus, the low key. Then you got this one, and then all those shows aren't the same caliber. Some of those shows are really bad.
See, Steve, he agrees. A Black and a brown woman leading, and the white woman is behind. So nobody's going to see that because it's for women.
I'm going to go see all them colors of women.
Me too. I support women. I listen to them as well, and they is Charlie's Angels.
I like them. I like it.
Me too.
I'm going to go see it.
I like a kick-ass babe.
Yeah, but Didi, you went to see it? When did you go to see it, Didi?
See, me and you go fight,
Let's fight, Sino.
I'm waiting for you to put me on a gig there.
Come on, Sino. Why we can't never get no gigs?
Sino.
Go fight, brother. Go fight.
Look at my face. Look at My face. Sick of me calling fat. So yeah, we're gonna go see that. Let's go see that. We're gonna go see that. Hopefully, it's showing at the trap house. What's it called? Alamo? Who? It's not a trap house. I don't know what it's called.
That's what I kept on wondering. Why you keep calling it a trap house?
I don't know because it's called the Alamo something house.
No, why trap
Beer house? I don't know. I like trap.
Diverse house.
Yeah. Shout out to my friend that sent me the trap birthday song this morning. Thank you very much. 5 U.S. service members killed in a military helicopter crash. Now, this is sad news. Very, very sad news. Over in Berlin, 5 U.S. service people were killed when a military helicopter crashed over the eastern Mediterranean Sea during a training mission. Wow. The military's European command said all 5 crew members on board were killed when the aircraft went down during a routine air refueling mission as part of a military training. The military first announced the crash on Saturday and said that the case is under investigation, but there are no indications of any hostile activity involved. It said on Sunday that search and rescue efforts began immediately, including nearby U.S. military aircraft and ships. U.S. Defense Attorney Lloyd Austin said in a statement that we mourn the tragic loss of 5 U.S. service members during a training accident in the Mediterranean Sea early Saturday morning. While we continue to gather more information about this deadly crash, it is another stark reminder that the brave men and women who defend our great nation put their lives on the line each and every day to keep our country safe. That's really, really sad news, and condolences to their families. That's really awful. And then in a feel-good story here, it's a feel-good story. It's a little weird, but it's a feel-good story. This flight attendant who breastfed a passenger's hungry baby is still a hero. A flight attendant from the Philippines made headlines around the world after helping a mother who was flying with a hungry baby. In a Facebook post that has now gone viral, Patricia Organo, a mother whom describes herself as a breastfeeding activist, explains what she did when a passenger ran out of formula for their hungry baby. I breastfed a stranger's baby in flight, she writes. Yeah. According to Organo's Facebook post, she went into work at the airline that day knowing it was going to be a special day. She writes how she was scheduled for a flight check to be qualified as a cabin crew evaluator. I thought that this flight's going to be so special as this is a big step on my flying career. Organo's big flight was going smoothly, she recalls, until she heard a baby crying. I approached the mother and asked if everything's okay. I tried to tell her to feed her hungry child. Teary-eyed, she told me that she just ran out of formula. Passengers started looking and staring at the tiny, fragile, crying infant, she recalls. I felt a pinch in my heart. There's no formula milk on board. I thought to myself, there's only one thing I could offer, and that's my own milk. And so I offered. In a phone interview with the Filipino website Smart Parenting, Organo explained the baby's mother had been at the airport since 9 p.m. Monday, while the flight did not depart until 5:10 a.m. on Tuesday. Clearly, her travel plans had gone awry, and her formula supply didn't last as long as she needed it to. Knowing this and knowing how hungry the baby was, Organo's supervisor assisted her in taking the mom and baby to the galley. At first, Organo planned to pump for the baby, but when the baby started crying even more, Cheryl suggested Organo skip the pump and just nurse. With the mother's position, Organo put the baby to her breast. The baby started rooting. She was so hungry. I saw the relief on her mother's eyes. I continued to feed the baby until she fell asleep. I escorted her back to her seat, and just before I left, the mother sincerely thanked me. She shared a picture of her breastfeeding the baby. Oh, no! And the story has been blowing up, appearing on many news outlets.
So, I mean, we think about it as from a place of privilege, right?
Yeah.
We think about it because we would never do that because you're not going to put your titty in my baby's mouth and feed it.
Wow.
But when you at that point in your life where there's nothing you can do and you need this baby to eat, it's probably like, if you got him, he would like to have them.
Yeah. Well, the CDC notes that few illnesses are transmitted via breast milk. So that's something to note. But they do say that if you're going to be donating breast milk, that it definitely needs to be screened. In cases like this, when it wasn't possible and someone needed to feed the baby immediately. So flight attendant just jumped in and did that.
Sometimes that's what you gotta do.
Would you, as a person, like if you were a breastfeeding mom, would you volunteer to breastfeed somebody else's child?
I think in that case, in those types of cases, like dire situations where there was absolutely nothing that I can do, then I don't think that I actually would have a choice.
Yeah.
Like it's either my ego kicks in because I don't want you breastfeeding my baby, or my baby gets fed.
Right.
And that's a tough position too. Like you really got to humble yourself at that point to be able to allow somebody else to feed your baby in the way that you're supposed to be capable of doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. So that was the feel good story of the day, and that is the national news.
She should have had that baby latch on. She start that milk production again, Janet said.
That's sometimes how you do. I mean, but then if you starting the milk production, ain't nothing producing. So now you stuck.
Larry Jordan. I'd be
Larry
hungry
said-
too. Give me a titty at 15,000 feet. I'll burp and go straight to bed.
I bet.
Right. That's Wanda. That's what I was wondering too. Like, is she breastfeeding her own children? I mean, she would have to be, right?
Yeah,
In order
she
to
would
a
have
milk
to be.
supply.
Yeah.
So yeah, not all heroes wear capes.
On what's the Working Moms? If you guys do not watch Working Moms, you should go watch Working
such a
Moms.
good show.
Such a good show. And in one of the seasons or whatever, the grandmother ended up breastfeeding the grandbaby. And she ain't had kids in 40 years.
Yeah,
So it was just like, where'd you
Are
get
you
milk
really
from?
breastfeeding that baby?
Where'd you get that milk from?
Right. Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. That's beautiful that if you're able to do that. There's a lot of moms who aren't able to breastfeed. If that's something that you're able to do, then that's good. And breast milk is liquid gold. So there we go.
Breast milk. We're gonna go to another quick commercial break.
Larry, can you go away, please?
We'll be back in a second without Larry.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on.
Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Hey, are you ready to dive into the heart of Hood Life? A brand that's all about unity, empowerment, and style. Hood Life was born from the negativity associated with hoodies, specifically in our Black and brown communities, and we want to change that. Visit us today and make a purchase of a sweatsuit or hoodie, and we've got a special treat for you. To show a token of our appreciation for your support, use Spark FM code at checkout and receive a free bucket hat or t-shirt. That's right, absolutely free. Don't forget to visit hoodlifeshop.com. HOODLYFESHOP.com.
Wednesday, November 22nd, Specialist and Friends presents November to Remember. Back in time, Thanksgiving Eve Jam. Strictly old school vibe. Oasis Cafe, 33 Hancock Street in Dorchester. $15 early bird, 20 after. Doors open 9 p.m. Thanksgiving Eve Jam, 2023.frontlineticketing.com. November to Remember.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, homeownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-Made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
The all-new Spark FM.
Them not like me, I mean not like them.
Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Young chicken man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Boston Seaport neighborhood has transformed into the Snowport, a fantastical winter wonderland.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. Let's get into some entertainment.
Let's get it.
Oh, so the news that has broke. Did we talk about this last time?
Yep.
Keke Palmer and Darius McMarius.
Yeah.
So Keke Palmer holds son after restraining order against Darius. So we found out that he was over there.
She was granted she was granted full custody of her 9-month-old.
And the temporary restraining order. Yeah.
Keke is holding on tight to her son after getting temporary sole custody of him amid her legal fight with her baby daddy. This, of course, after accusing him of domestic violence. The actress appeared to be on set Saturday afternoon in West Hollywood, where two notable things happened. One, she was photographed carrying her nearly 9-month-old Leo while in costume and was smiling smiling from ear to ear while even firing off a selfie of the two of them. There was a woman nearby from whom Keke eventually handed Leo over to, presumably a nanny of some sort, while she went back to work. Like we said, KP is beaming here. The other standout moment from this time on the job, she received an intricate bouquet of flowers from somebody, courtesy of a local business called Le Fleur Enclosé. And this particular arrangement is one of their pricier items for sale. It's called My Queen. The bouquet comes with a crap ton of roses, between 50 to 100 roses, and a nice little crown ornament on top to boot. There was a card attached that Keke was seen reading, and she looked to be a bit emotional as she went through it. No words on who it was from. It's probably from her mother.
She sent it to herself.
This is the first time we've seen Keke out in public since her bomb allegations this past week, namely claiming Darius Jackson had abused her on and off for well over a year, including an alleged incident she says happened as recently as last weekend.
That was
last weekend.
Had to have been an ex that sent them roses over.
Oh, that like
or her mama.
It ain't her mama. That's an ex trying to get back with her. See, girl, you should have been with me your whole time.
Leo should have been mine.
Just sending you roses.
I hate when people say that.
Leo, that baby should have been mine.
Your baby should have been mine.
For what?
Then it wouldn't have been this baby, stupid.
Duh. That's a really nice bouquet, though. It comes in a nice velveteen encapsulate.
Let me see the bouquet.
It's very nice. It's very nice. A velveteen one. That's
Yeah.
good. I've been. It's interesting reading some of the comments from the revelation of the accusations or the alleged domestic violence until proven guilty. Whatever, he did it.
He did it.
It's very interesting seeing the comments coming from people not believing her and needing to see proof, needing to see a tooth, needing to see the thing. Remember, because when Fabulous had went up against Emily's head and he knocked her tooth out, everybody wanted to see the tooth before they believed that Fabulous would do such a thing as such. Remember that? Y'all remember that?
Snyder said, huh?
Y'all remember that when Fabulous DV'd Emily, his current wife, then he tried to fight her father.
Yep, and her brother at the same time.
Brother. Yep. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Snyder said, I find it crazy that she was enduring physical abuse for 2 years, but she decided to dump him only when he made fun of her outfit on social media.
That's not true, Schneider. She decided to dump him after he dragged her across the crouch that last time, because she was very involved with him a little bit after the whole
this is what I'm saying, and that was definitely mental abuse what he did to her that day, like very emotionally abusive when he posted all that stuff about her. And then, but Schneider, I'm with you. Like, why were you in that for 2 years, though, Kiki? I really just don't understand that. For 2 years,
I think it's the same thing for everybody else that's in a domestic violence situation. A lot of these people don't come out of those relationships for a long, long time because of embarrassment, shame, what people are doing to her now, villainizing her and not believing her, and why put myself through all of this because nobody's going to believe me. I think that we've seen it in pattern over and over again, that abuse victims, what they say, it takes them about 16 attempts to leave the abuse in a lot of these cases before they actually leave. Let me find the stats, because I had to go into this because I think I have the same questions, and that's why I kind of had to research, because I'm like, why after the first time?
Yeah.
Why you go back the second time? And then after the fourth time, why you think it's going to stop?
Yeah.
Very interesting. Stats on DV.
I don't get it.
Can you get into... So in 2022, there were 25 domestic violence homicides in Massachusetts alone. From 2010 to 22% of those law enforcement officers' line of duty deaths occurred while responding to a call for services involving Really? 22% of law enforcement officer deaths occur between domestic violence situations. That's crazy. When is Domestic Violence Month? I think it's this month.
Every month it should be. Shoot. Crazy out here.
Yeah. Can you get into the other? How many?
Yes, I can. BB Rexa says that she likes Nicki Minaj more than Cardi B. And who the hell is she?
BB Rexa?
And why does that matter?
She's an artist.
Oh, see, it says on average, it takes a victim 7 times to leave an abusive relationship before leaving for good. That's crazy.
It is crazy. And it's
that
really
is crazy.
Sad.
That is 7 to 12 times some of them are stating. So it's a thing. It's a thing. Who is BB Rexa?
I have no idea who BB Rexa is. I think she's a
I'm
blonde
not too sure
girl.
why this is headlines.
Me either. That's just my opinion, she says. BB Rexa has waded into the never-ending debate over who's better femc between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, and from her POV, it's no contest when it comes to raw talent.
I don't think it's a contest either. I think that Nicki Minaj is the best female rapper.
Do they have the same?
They don't even have the same thing. Like
I don't think Cardi tries to even be
Me
anywhere.
either. Like Nicki Minaj would never do bongos, or should she do?
Yeah,
she would. No,
Yes,
Nicki Minaj would do anything.
yes,
I just think that lyrically and rapperly, Nicki Minaj is far superior. I also happen to not care because I like Cardi B a whole lot, and I prefer that. I
hate that we're always pinning these women together. Why?
I think that because they do it.
Who?
Cardi and Nicki.
No, they don't.
Oh, okay.
No, they don't. Nicki
They're
does
both
it,
beautiful
but Cardi
girls.
doesn't. Nicki does it. But Nicki's
Yeah,
petty. But it's like
Nicki does,
you're
but-
such of a. You're so like you don't see Jay doing that to anybody because Jay understands where he is. Why isn't Nicki able to understand where she stands at the game and be content with it? And be like, I'm gonna sit this one out. Y'all do whatever y'all do.
That right there. That is what I'm saying, Tristan. I feel like there comes a time when you a 40-year-old plus woman and you have done your time and you have the receipts and you have the accolades and you have everything that you need, why are you going back and forth with a whole bunch of little girls all the time when you literally are the queen of rap? Why are you doing that?
I agree. I agree.
I feel like Cardi B is not even a rapper. I said that from the beginning. Cardi B is an entertainer. She is there to entertain, and she does it via rapping. That's it.
Yeah. That's what I think too.
I think
agree
for,
with that.
for right now, with a lot of the women rappers, if outside of the typical that's doing the same thing, the Ice Spice, the what you call it, the city girl rap, that type of whole rap,
PUP rap.
Whatever. Outside of that, the Nickies, the Cardi, Megan, the Kims, the Foxys, the Missies, the Trinas, they all have a lane of their own. Like, just leave it and let them be. They have a lane of their own. They all have their own, have their own whatever. They let it be.
The only thing about what you guys are saying, VCR and Larry Jordan, is unfortunately those better lyricists don't really
20
have
years ago, brother.
Yeah, and they don't really have any like superstar power. They have star power, and they'll be and I believe that there's a lot of other MCs, even male MCs, that are better rappers than everybody's top 5 dead or alive, But if you're thinking about like the whole package of how the rap game has to go, you not only have to be a good entertainer, a lyricist, all these things, you also have to look the part, play the part, and be the machine. So if you don't have all of those things together, then unfortunately the Rhapsodies of the world are just not going to make it to superstardom like the Cardis and the Nickies.
Yeah.
So we can't even compare them because they're in a whole different category.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
who the hell is BB Rexa?
I want to pivot real quick, Tony, from that, since we're talking about Nicki and Cardi. Foxy Brown, same headlines.
Where did Foxy Brown come from?
Right. Foxy Brown seemingly shades Little Kim over claim her book will outsell the Bible. Foxy Brown has seemingly made fun of Little Kim over the latter.
Well, that was a wild statement.
Over the latter's claim that her autobiography.
Wait, say it again. What the statement was? Say it again.
Foxy Brown seemingly shades Little Kim over claim that her book will outsell more than the Bible.
Oh,
wow. She's coming out with a book called The Queen Bee. She believes that it will sell more than the Bible.
She believes it's going to sell more copies.
Bible.
The Bible of America. The Bible is the most.
The Bible.
Let me finish the story. Foxy Brown has seemingly made fun of Little Kim's over the latter claims that her autobiography, The Queen Bee, is going to sell more copies than the Bible. While Lil Kim received a lot of mockery after her public claims, her one-time nemesis, Foxy Brown, has now appeared to offer her own take. In an Instagram story, she simply wrote Bible along with a laughing face. The two initially started feuding in the late 90s as the two of the highest profile women in hip hop. There was later a shooting incident outside of New York Studios Hot 97, and Foxy Brown has continued to diss Little Kim on a record and interviews ever since. Do you guys think that they could ever resolve this issue? You guys got to remember that they were Luis and Thelma. They were Thelma and Luis when they first came out. They were supposed to come out with an album. They was friends. They exchanged clothes for some photo shoots, a couple of things.
The other day, I was at church and I ended up sitting next to this girl that we didn't speak when we were like teenagers. And I ended up sitting next to her and I was just like, we 46 years old now. What we not speaking for? What happened? What happened?
Why I don't like you again?
What happened with us? So for 30-something years, this has gone on. Like these two old 50-year-old birds, if y'all don't start
Foxy Brown can't even
tea together.
Foxy Brown can't even hear. And nigga and Lil Kim can't smell or see. So I don't really understand what y'all is even having each other's names in each other's mouths for at this ripe prime age.
If y'all don't go get a spot of tea together and shut up with this foolishness, that Bible is hilarious, though.
The Bible.
That's hilarious.
Because I'm reading the Bible has sold over 8 billion copies.
For context, the Bible is considered the highest selling
ever
book of all time and is believed to have sold somewhere between 5 and 7 billion copies worldwide since its first published. the best-selling memoir of all time is The Diary of Anne Frank.
Yes, that's true.
Which has sold about 35 million.
And they also give that away in schools and things like that. So,
right. And to be honest, like if Lil Kim had made that statement, like it'll sell out more than Anne Frank, I would still be like, nah, girl, you bugging. You bugging.
But and then if we want to be real, I don't have no intention, not even a little give a damn about reading Lil Kim's book. I probably will read it if I get it for free.
Her book might, it might give you, I don't know. Because
Honey, I don't even
looking for it.
Really
I don't even want it read to me. I'm not going to buy it on Audible.
But what are we looking for in that book to be able to give us the story of what? Like, what are the answers that we never felt that we had about Lil Kim?
Not to do.
That's what I'm saying. It seems more that it should be, an ebook or a blog post, an interview or something like that. But a memoir, maybe she'll dig deep into the lives of her and Biggie and all the things that happened. But I don't know. I'm just uninterested.
If whoever is publishing her book and whoever's promoting her book does what Jada did, we're gonna get the whole book in little snippets.
It would have to be catchy things like Biggie Smalls had one ball and nobody knew. Like things like that.
Like of course it's gonna come out that she had an abortion for Biggie. Like that's gonna come out. Because that's always, that's always the story, right? Mm-hmm. So that or an abortion, or
and she was homeless once.
Yes,
and she'll
probably she'll probably go into details of the situation with Foxy.
I feel like this, it's gonna be the story of Jada Pinkett and set it off.
No. But you guys know, Kim had a wild upbringing. She was abused, the relationship with Biggie, all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. The shooting that took place with Foxy Brown and Noriega and them too. All that good stuff.
Yeah,
I know about that.
I will read the snippets on the Shade Room. I definitely will watch the interviews.
She might talk about Faith.
Yeah. Oh, and then that situation.
Charlie Baltimore.
I think it was a good.
Charlie Baltimore. What happened?
Because Biggie was messing with all of them at the same time. Faith, Charlie Baltimore, Foxy. I'm not
Biggie
Foxy,
was.
Nikki.
Isn't that
I'm Nikki. Kim, Lord, they are the same person.
Kim don't have a lifetime. No, a lifetime movie or something like. Did she have a lifetime biopic?
In that Biggie movie, they talked about, but I would rather her do that.
Why won't she? Yeah, I would have rather her like Tunisa.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather her come out with a tell-all movie because I would rather watch the movie than read the book.
Yeah,
maybe.
I agree.
I don't know.
I agree there.
Keeping it moving, Benzino. I rock the party that rocks the party.
No,
you rock the party.
Is that the song?
What do you got?
No,
rock the party. Shake the party.
I see. I told you.
Oh,
see,
that's what you be trying to sing.
I think so.
Oh,
Teddy Riley produced that one.
Benzino blasts Coi Leray yet again and again and again.
Does he not like his daughter?
And Angie Martinez for pushing a false narrative about him. Ain't nobody pushed a damn thing about Benzino. Benzino just wanted to be involved in this story.
Oh.
After making her presence fully felt in 2022, some wondered how Coi Leray could top her success in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
The Boston-born baddie delivered her sophomore LP Coi a few months back, and though the numbers were slightly lower than her debut, many titles of the track list managed to go viral on platforms like TikTok, of course. In addition to sharing music of her own, Leray has been working with other stars like Lola Brooke, Ray, and Busta Rhymes in recent months, putting out catchy collaborations for her fans to play on repeat. Despite all that she's achieved in her life so far, one area of the black-haired beauty's life that remains troubled in her relationship with her father, Benzino. We saw them share a sweet moment back in September when responding to an apparent diss from Lotto. However, feelings have obviously changed based on what Leray had said in her new interview with Angie Martinez. According to the trendsetter, she feels as though the Source legend is envious of all that she's accomplishing. At first, it was rocky because I felt like he couldn't handle my success, she told the radio personality. It's okay because he's human, that's fine. Leray noted not holding too much animosity towards her father despite her calmness in sharing her feelings. Benzino had plenty to get off his chest in an angry IG rant per usual. This has to be the most ridiculous doo-doo emoji I've heard in my entire life on this earth. And I just feel like that is also a false statement because I feel like you've heard other things.
And you mad old. You've heard mad stuff, yo.
You've heard mad things.
We have some audio here.
How does your father deal with the success? Because that's got to be triggering for him in a lot of ways too. Triggering, or maybe he's just proud.
You know, at first it was rocky because I felt like he couldn't handle my success. I felt like it did come from an envious place, which is okay because he's human and it's fine. But I felt like, you know, he still wants, like, he's one of those people that feels like, yo, like, I still have a story to tell. You know, I still feel like something, I have to say something. Like, no, he's like, I have to say something. Like, he's one of those people like, let me at him.
And she was spot the hell on.
Right. And if you're a real dude, then you know, like, that's your daughter talking about like that, you know, that what is that? That's bad.
After that, just to be petty, y'all wasn't gonna hear a damn thing I ever said because we're like, I don't got nothing to say. But he fed literally right into that whole clip, and he was just like, actually, I do have something to say. He says the industry and the internet have completely messed up the minds of this young generation. I'm tired of her pushing a false narrative about who I am and what I've done as a father. In my 40 years of hip hop, I've never ever seen an artist dog their parents out the way Koi does. I've seen it many times. And it's embarrassing and sad. The 58-year-old went on after giving his daughter a piece of his mind. Benzino then went in on Martinez. Angie Martinez knows she don't like me, so she just being manipulative and messy. He speculated they want me to crash out, but I've worked on myself so hard that I ain't going backwards for anything. God damn it, Benzino freaking said.
Oh,
that's how he feels. But I would to slander I won't go backward for anything. But what I won't do is allow anyone to slander my name and push a false narrative, my reputation, and who I am. I've shed too many blood, sweat, and tears. Survived street wars and indictments. Nope, no more. I will not be silenced.
Amen. Oh, drama.
Don't you say that about me and my daughter's disrespectful and the world is disrespectful and I ain't got no neck and it never held me back from accomplishing my goals.
I ain't got no neck. I never had a neck and I never will have a neck.
God damn it.
I don't think that what Koi said was that bad. I feel like that's how kids talk about their parents. You know what I mean? And I don't think that she said it with any malicious intent. He just took it to heart because Benzino's dramatic the way that he is. And like he said, you have been 40 years of hip hop, sir. You don't go get a Bengay patch and have a spot of tea. What is wrong with everybody?
He just be out here. Do he still be
we got the Buster tweet too.
Yes, the Buster tweet.
The Buster tweet.
Yeah.
Buster Rhymes.
He tweeted Buster to say, don't make a video with my daughter dressed half naked. Larry Jordan says, like Buster dresses her.
Go ahead.
The whole Buster collaboration. This is on Benzino on Buster Rhymes. The whole Buster collaboration. Like, he should have reached out to me and said, you don't know, you don't do no video with my daughter half naked. You're a grown ass effing man. He should have reached out to me and said something. But it is what it is. She's grown. She can do what she wants. But I wasn't with it at all. All I can do is have my opinions from afar. Once they reach a certain age, it doesn't matter what I think. He added, the internet is definitely killing the family communication and the bond.
No, you're killing it because you could have said that to her or nobody because she's clearly a grown-ass lady. And Koi ain't never had on no clothes in any of the pictures or anything that I've seen. If she do, she got on a baggy pants with no drawers and no titties on.
What did he want her to have on? A turtleneck and some stirrups?
Yes.
Like, get out of here.
Some nice
sweatpants.
sweatpants.
Like that these days? All these people, not even girls. I'm not going to call her girl. She's grown. All these women do not wear clothes. What are you coming from?
You know what? Exactly. She don't like people to body shame her, LaWanda. She does not shake like a 12-year-old. She is.
A boy.
A very sexy
boy.
Very sexy. I would definitely look at her.
Not me, because I would look at her and be like, oh, that little boy is sexy. I'm not dissing her. I like Coi Leray. She's tiny, and she's tiny.
Yeah.
She's a Polly Pocket. I'm not body
She's
shaming
a
her.
Polly
Talking.
Pocket.
I'm not talking about her. I hope I'm not body shaming her. That's not my intent.
But that's how Benzino was so far up his own behind that you can't even what you're saying right now. You said it in your statement.
Yeah.
But she's a grown ass woman and she can do whatever she wants. So I'm not sure why you would be mad at Busta Rhymes for doing a video about Girls Are Players 2 that your daughter most likely asked him to be on or asked permission for.
Right.
You're gonna be like, no, Coi, I've got to talk to your dad first to see if I can do a video with you.
We don't know. Benzino's been in the business for a minute. He may know something about Bus that we don't.
Like what? Was Busta Rhymes touching up on the girl in the video?
Hey, maybe something back in their past.
It wasn't. No, that's Benzino being a dickhead, and I won't even allow that thought to even cross our mind because he would have said something a little bit more than "You don't do a video with my daughter half naked."
Yeah.
Was he doing her?
That's what I'm saying. What was happening in the video that would require him or give him the right to say that? What was happening? Was she sitting on his lap? I don't understand.
She wasn't doing any of that. People are just very weird.
Yeah. VCR says, I find it funny that dude doesn't mind exposing females half naked on their videos, but don't let it be a stranger's daughter do that. Don't let it be their daughters that do that. Excuse me. These females are daughters too. That's right, because girls is daughters too. No, because his emotional ass would have said it. And then Lawanda said that was Larry, and Lawanda says they have a strained relationship. Ain't nobody call him Benzino. Exactly. That's I thought. Didn't they just start speaking last week or something?
They always
because they just had a beautiful moment where he attended her concert and seen her perform for the first time, and he was so happy and so excited about it. There was a lot of grown men on the stage then. How come he didn't call all of them out about dancing with his daughter and not asking permission? It's crazy.
It's weird. It's a weird flex.
Somebody got to put a muzzle on Benzino.
Where he go? Oh, I'm about to say he don't got no neck.
Hold it. Oh, no, seriously, that's exactly what my thought
Let me
was.
stop because one day Benzino's going to be in here and I got to have as much energy to ask him
Just
about
like
his
how
neck.
Timbaland said Justin Timberlake should have put a muzzle on Britney.
Yes.
I know, but he retracted that.
Should have put a muzzle on Benzino.
Poor Benzine.
Oh,
where's he at? Where he live in California?
He drowning somewhere.
I don't know, but he needs to revamp his career on Love and Hip Hop like Peter Guns did or something like that instead of being out here.
Peter Guns is back on Love and Hip Hop?
I don't know. Girl, I don't know. I haven't watched.
I'm about to say, Peter Guns is at least 66 years old at this
and
point.
Benzino's 60.
Yes, that's
true. So, there it is.
Benzino just wants another shot. But that's why all these artists need to come home and really, come home.
There's a new artist who's from Boston who's debuting a song today, 11/13.
He's only 58.
He's 58. Well, 58 is 60. Debuting a song today about Down and Dudley and how it's called Down Dudley in Nubian Square. Didn't you send that? Who sent it to me? Some new Boston artist. It's a really nice. It looks like a nice video. It's got a Bruins jersey and all of that stuff. We should look out for that song. That's all I gotta say.
That is it. New song coming out about Mattapan every day.
No, it's not Matt. This one's about Down Dudley.
There's new one coming out about that Down Dudley too. That's where all of the anytime you a Boston-based rapper, you're gonna do a video in Dudley. You're gonna do one down Blue Hill Ave, and you're gonna do one under a bridge somewhere.
Under a bridge.
On Wollaston Beach. Those are all the places that we. Oh, and then Mass and Cast. That was one of the the better video production sites the other day.
I did like that one.
Everybody, you down here, you gonna have one.
Yeah.
You found it?
I just typed in Down Dudley. You type in Down Dudley, all kind of stuff.
Anyways, people, what was that?
This
Next
dude, that's Down Dudley dude. He always be down there, homeless guy down Dudley.
Anyways, people, Bobby Steels is up next for our. Oh wow! We're in the
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Bobby Steels is up next. Keep that on the screen because I want to watch that. So make sure that you're from 11 to 1 o'clock. And then we have Badness Expensive with DJ Royal Bree coming up later after that in the afternoon. Keep it locked and we'll see you guys bright and early in the morning tomorrow. Miss Tony's about to go get more. What you want to do today? You have any plans for today? No? Oh, good. Well, no, that's not good. That's what on my birthday, I didn't do a damn thing. I'll stay down on that damn couch all MFing day.
That's what I plan to do. I'll put my feet up and take pictures of myself all day.
No. Not like that.
That's the plan.
Anyways, people, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Keep it locked. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. Bye-bye. See you later.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Wednesday, November 22nd, Specialist and Friends presents November to Remember. Back in time, Thanksgiving Eve Jam. Strictly old school vibe. Oasis Cafe, 33 Hancock Street in Dorchester. $15 early bird, 20 after. Doors open 9 p.m. Thanksgiving Eve Jam, 2023.frontlineticketing.com. November to Remember.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
Boston's new home for urban